Profile of Engineer Felix Obiora, Nwankwo, Fnse, Fnice, Fniee. In the vast landscape of engineering, where structures rise from dreams, designs, and calculations, where infrastructure paves the way to easy life for future generations, some names become synonymous with dedication, excellence, and visionary leadership. One such name is Engineer Felix Obiora Nwankwo, Fnse, Fnice, Fniee, Nze Adache na Nibo, a distinguished civil and structural engineer whose remarkable career spans over 3 decades of tireless service, unwavering commitment, and profound impact on Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Engineer Felix Obiora Nwankwo, Fnse, has displayed great and exceptional professional acumen in the 35 years of his meritorious service to his motherland at the Federal Capital Development Authority, Satellite Towns Development Department, and Facility Maintenance and Management Department, all based at the famous and fastest-growing Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. He left a legacy of outstanding knowledge in infrastructural development and quality leadership throughout his career, driving sustainable development that aligns with the growth of Abuja. Engineer Felix Obiora Nwankwo stands out tall amongst his peers and contemporaries as an astute engineer of sterling international pedigree, with sagacious audacity in real-time civil engineering solutions. He had his secondary school education at Merchants of Light Secondary School, Oba, Idemili Local Government Area, Anambra State, where he obtained the West African School Certificate Examination in flying colours. He is a 1985 holder of a Bachelor of Science degree in Civil Engineering from the famous Fiati University in the Philippines. He got a master's degree in Civil Engineering from the University of Philippines in 1988, majoring in structures. The National Youth Service Program beckoned in 1988, and he quickly enrolled and served at the Government Technical College, Orozo, Abuja, FCT. Many know him as an astute administrator, having gotten an Executive Master's in Business Administration in 2014. He is a man of many caps in the field of engineering, and all of the caps are perfect fits. At the completion of the 1-year NYSC program in 1989, he sought and secured employment with the Department of Engineering Services of the Federal Capital Development Authority, FCDA, as Engineer 1. He has worked all his public service life with the Federal Capital Territory, displaying great passion and drive, rising to the rank of the Director, Satellite Towns Development Department, STDD, in 2017, and Acting Coordinator, STDD, in 2020. He supervised the following projects in the last 35 years of his service to the FCT authorities and to the fatherland, Nigeria. Supervision of design of tertiary roads. Chief Resident Engineer of Consultancy Services for some secondary roads and primary highways. Chief Resident Engineer of Rehabilitation of Karukashi Road. Chief Resident Engineer of the construction of some tertiary road networks. Preparation of tender documents. Membership of tender analysis committees. Preparation of divisional budgets. Chief Resident Engineer of the construction of landfill sites in the FCT. Chief Resident Engineer of the construction of Ring Road 2 from Inner Southern Expressway to Outer Southern Expressway Junction. Chief Resident Engineer of the design of pedestrian bridges. Chief Resident Engineer of the rehabilitation and expansion of ONEX Lot 2 project. Chief Resident Engineer of the rehabilitation and expansion of OSEX. Deputy Director, City Infrastructure, Regional Division. Director, Satellite Towns Development Department. Acting Coordinator, Satellite Towns Development Department. Director, Facilities Maintenance and Management Department. Acting Coordinator, Abuja Metropolitan Management Council. Engineer Felix Obiora has a deep passion and love for the Nigerian Society of Engineers, where he served as the chairman of Abuja branch from 2005 to 2007 and the national vice president of the society in 2010 and 2021. Prior to occupying these positions, he obtained his corporate membership of the Nigeria Society of Engineers in 1992 and subsequently had his Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, COREN, registration done in 1996. In the year 2006, he was conferred with the Fellowship Award of the Nigeria Society of Engineers at its annual general meeting held in Abeokuta, Ogun State. Subsequently, he bagged a Fellowship Award from the Nigerian Institute of Civil Engineers, a division of Nigeria Society of Engineers, in 2014, and remains an active member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Abuja branch till date. Engr.Felix, with a passion to always serve, has the following positions as some of the opportunities where he served the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Vice President in 2021, Chairman Professional Development Board in 2021, Member NSE Council in 2020, Member Presidential Inauguration Committee in 2010, 2012, 2014, 2017 and 2019, Chairman Fundraising Subcommittee for 2012 Annual General Meeting, Member CPC Harmony 2012, Chairman Membership Board in 2010, Vice President Membership Services in 2010, Member COREN Assembly LOC from 2008 to 2009, Member NSE Audit Committee from 2008 to 2009, Member NSE Welfare Committee in 2008, Chairman NSE International Con, Abuja LOC in 2007, Chairman COREN Assembly LOC from 2006 to 2007, Chairman NSE Abuja Branch from 2005 to 2007, Chairman Civil Division Abuja Branch from 2004 to 2005, Ex Officio Member NSE Abuja Branch from 2002 to 2003, National Technical Secretary, Civil Division from 1999 to 2001, Member Abuja AGM Dinner Committee in 2000, Technical Secretary, NSE Abuja Branch from 1996 to 1997, Chairman Abuja Mobilization Committee from 1995 to 1998-1997, Member Abuja Branch Mobilization Committee in 1993. In honor and appreciation for his meritorious service to the profession and humanity, Engr.Felix Obiora has been conferred with various honors and awards for his dedication. From his Abuja branch to other branches of the Nigeria Society of Engineers and national awards, including the Life Membership Award from Nigeria Society of Engineers, Abuja branch, having attended all the Nigeria Society of Engineers annual general meetings from 1992 to date. To remain mentally and physically fit and forthright, Engineer Nwankwo also has life outside the usual hassles and bustles of his core calling, engineering. His hobbies include playing lawn and table tennis and reading of books and journals. He proudly associates with the Abuja Country Club, situated at Life Camp, Abuja, where he served as one of the distinguished presidents in the history of the club. Many Abuja Country Club members are mostly elderly and respectable professionals and businessmen in the society, who are glad to refer to NZE Ada Che as one of the pillars of the Abuja Country Club. They boldly say that he has contributed a lot to the reconstruction of the club premises and the sports of tennis in Abuja. Please listen to the president and members of the Abuja Country Club.
Engineer Obi Nwankwo is a product of this club. He was a past president of this club. He is a civil engineer, a seasoned one, a brilliant one, a highly respected member, the man that we know here that he doesn't take nonsense. He's a man that stands for the truth and he stays with the truth. He doesn't change his position about that, and that is why today we celebrate him as he's concluding his this phase of his life of going into retirement in the active part of work. We love him, we know him, we stand with him, we can speak for him, we know what he stands for, and we'll continue to do that.
Obiora Nwankwo is my son. I sent him to Philippines. He came back and joined the FCDA. I'm very, very happy. At least he followed my footsteps. Rose to the rank of deputy director, right director, and later coordinator. How he went, I am happy over it. And I'm happy that he's going out in good health.
Engineer Obiora Nwankwo is a very good friend. I joined this club when he was the president of the club. He's a very jolly good fellow. I consider him my very good friend and brother, and he has been quite impactful in his membership and leadership in this club. We are happy and we are rejoicing with him and congratulating him on his meritorious retirement from the public civil service. He's done absolutely well. He's living with an impeccable record and without any scandals. I'm sure that civil servants and others coming behind will want to emulate and aspire to achieve the enviable records he has left in service. And also for members of the Abuja Country Club, he has set an example, he has raised the bar, and we hope that present and incoming presidents will work as hard as he has done to elevate the status and the ambience of this club.
Nwankwo actually has done a lot for the club. He contributed immensely to the construction of Squash Court. He refurbished and maintained the tennis playing area. He also gave a facelift to our restroom while working with the FCDA when he was in satellite as director. He did something that I failed to do when I was there. All the casual staff, he made sure that they gained permanent establishment, about 60 of them. When they retire, they will be pensionable. As he exits next week, I wish him all the best, the very best. He must not tinker with what we know him for.
Engr.Felix has been a great club member. If I could remember, between the year 2006 and 2008, I was captain then. He was my vice captain between 2006 and 2010. He's a team player, and this is my 4th time as a captain. He's one of those who encouraged me to come back after 12 years, come back and seek for the same position because of the quality he has seen in me. And also, he's a good person. He always gives advice. He's a patron of the tennis section, and by the grace of God, he's going to be one of the trustee members of this great club. I wish him all the best.
I know Engr.Felix for the past, from 1983 to death. Today, that is about 40-something years. About 6 years ago, he was the president of this club. As I'm facing the executive recreational facility we have here, it was to his credit that he constructed it during his tenure of office. We have a very fine apartment here upstairs, consisting of the gym. Below we have the gents and female executive toilets and rooms. That to his credit when he was the president of this club. He joined the FCDA as a young engineer and he has grown through his dutifulness. He has been a very, very dutiful engineer, competent and obedient. He's a very dutiful engineer, competent, well-trained, and he has always shown it wherever he worked. He has grown steadily, even to be a director, which is the zenith can achieve in engineering in FCD. And to his credit, he has impressed everybody, including the present minister, who is going to retire under. So he's a wonderful engineer, and I have known him. I can attest to all this.
And speaking about Engineer Obiora, he's a very humble man. I've known him since I've been a member of this club to be a very cheerful man. When it comes to club development, he wants to be the #1 contribution, support. He's always at the forefront. When it comes to other things for individuals, he likes to, bear your problem. He likes to know if you are okay, if you are doing well at everything. So I've known him to be a very wonderful man, and I am wishing him the best as he attains the senior citizen. I pray for God to give him more life.
Family means so much to engineer Felix Obiora Nwankwo. He is happily married to Mrs. Obiageli N. Nwankwo, and their marriage is blessed with 3 God-fearing children who are experts in their chosen fields of endeavors. Some of the positive and outstanding values he promotes in life are projecting a good image of family life, the Nigerian Society of Engineers, the Nibo community of Anambra State, and the Nigerian nation. Recovery of engineering jobs from the milieu of quacks. Giving engineering jobs to only trained and qualified engineers. Improving the technical knowledge of members and proper placement of Nigerian engineers in the scheme of things in the larger Nigerian society. Engineer Felix Obiora is leaving a lasting legacy as he steps into retirement. It is not the end of a career, but the beginning of a well-deserved new chapter. His legacy is etched in the roads, bridges and communities he built, and in the hearts of the many engineers and other professionals whom he has mentored and inspired. His colleagues at the Federal Capital Development Authority, the Satellite Towns Development Department, and the Facility Maintenance and Management Department have these to say.
For Engr.Felix, he's somebody I knew since 1991, when I was in Garikitu project. Before I later met him in Satellite Town, I got posted to Satellite Town in 2020. That was when I came very close in contact with him. He actually piloted the Satellite Town, the regional infrastructure. Piloted regional infrastructure very, very well. And the much I know about him, he's very vibrant, very straightforward, very frank. And he knows the job very, very well. I can attest to that. And we have been relating most of it. Sometimes we go there to seek advice from him because of his wealth of experience. And up till today, we just discussed about 40 minutes back on all about Satellite Town. Despite the fact that he's not there, we still meet him for one advice or the other, and he always avails himself. That's the kind of human being he is, a very vibrant engineer. I will keep praying for him, and I know most of the engineers are all praying for him. I told him, immediately we spoke, I told him I just got his card, and that I am hoping to meet with him before the date, one-on-one. I don't want us to meet on that date. I want us to meet so that we can discuss and get some experience from him, some advice from him before he finally exists. But I wish him all the best. I know he's retiring, but I know he's not tired. He will contribute to the field of engineering more time, because I know apart from being a staff of FCDA, he's still out there in the NSC corridor as the vice president, and he's doing very well there. And I know the young engineers and most of us will still get more experience from him and advice, wealth of advice from him.
I came to Abuja in 1991. That is roughly about 33 years ago. And since then, I have known Engr.Felix Nwankwo, his other chain and Nibo. Engr.Felix is a good engineer. He's very, very articulate, very, very professional, and he knows what he's doing. I've always known him. He sticks to the profession, to the ethics and the standards of the profession. Furthermore, I've known Zadachi as a member of Nwankwo. Nwankwo is an Igbo socio-cultural organization. I've known him. We have been in that club for so many years, and Felix, we call him the leader because he was our first inaugural chairman. President, and he led the club when he was the leader very well, and that's up to today. We call him the leader. So he's a jolly good fellow. He knows what he's doing. Is that a chair? He's retiring, but he's not tired. I wish him the best. I pray he still sticks to the profession. What do I mean sticking to the profession? Going forward, he can go into consultancy, he can go into contracting within the profession, because he's a very good engineer, as I earlier said. And I pray that God will grant him long life and prosperity, good health. There is nothing like good health. So I pray that God will grant him his heart's desires, and that he will continue to do very well in his further endeavors.
I know him. He has a very good character. He's a good person, well learned, and I really enjoy one time when he was acting deputy director. He asked most of the staff, those that are redundant, and he decided to post them where there is work. That one, I will never forget it. Thank you.
Engr.Felix Nwankwo, popularly called Zadachi. He actually worked directly with my husband in the High Santivame. And I met him when I came for youth service. From there, I was now employed to the same FCD. Well, he's one of the very wonderful bosses we've ever had in FCDA. He's down to earth, but core in terms of professionalism. He also knows how to reach out to the younger ones. Everyone that works under him, I'm sure, can say this categorically. They all enjoyed working under him, because he's somebody that would like to impact the knowledge he has to others. So him leaving the service is like, one great guy actually leaving the service. But our joy is that he impacted the knowledge to every one of us, so the job continues. I pray for him. I pray for him that this phase of life he's going into will be better than where he was before now. And because he's open and receptive to people, hospitable, he will not have anything difficult. I'm so sure I know Zadachi too well. I know that, as a matter of fact, this stage of life is a greater stage for him. He is retired, yes, but obviously not tired.
I've known Engr.Felix, Obiora, Nwankwo, Fnse, Zadachi and Nibo. I've known him for 30 years. And in those 30 years, I deliberately refused to go close while I watched keenly from a distance. His character, his professional ways. In fact, he can only be compared with the late engineer Charles Mbanefo, whose character had a way of making me behave myself. Those days as young engineers, you don't overplay, you don't, go out of the way. Obiora is coming, Charles Mbanefo is coming, you must get things done properly. So he has contributed a long way without having to talk to the formation of the character of young engineers in the Federal Capital Territory, through his character, through his professional conduct. And we are proud to be part of this event to celebrate a legend. an iconic figure in the engineering society in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja of Nigeria. We are proud to be associated with him. Thank you, Obi, for impacting in our lives. God bless you.
Engr.Felix Obiora has been a very good friend. He's a thoroughbred engineer and is gentle, calm, and is somebody that at any point in time is always ready to be of assistance. As far as I'm concerned, good enough he happens to belong to the same profession, and also in the course of our interactions he was once an executive and vice president of Nigerian Society of Engineers, in which he played a lot of roles where he made an impact. He's an hardworking man that he only knows when he resumes. He doesn't even know when he closes from work. Sometimes around 7:30 we'll be telling that it's just closing. Or we will say, I'm just coming from the office. And if peradventure at the official closing, you want to see him, just go to his office, you will see him working. May his road be rough. I wish him what I wish myself. From the look of things, he's only retiring, he's not yet tired. And like I said, as he's exiting on 26, me, myself, I'm speaking to you on the 29th of the same month, I'm equally taking a bow from the service. Thank you very much.
I came across Engr.Felix in the year 2020 when he became the director of Fnse. When he came, it wasn't easy that time because of the problems that we have. Sabotage, and so many. We had several meetings with him. He threw out a program for us, a must-win program, which all hands was put on deck to ensure that we achieve his mandate. Within a month of his leadership, the narration of street life within the city have changed. We got commendation from the then Minister Mohammed Bin, the former Fnse. They commended our work. And since then, a standard has been set, which we must achieve. Engr.Felix is a goal-oriented and result-oriented person. Whatever he gave you, you want result, positive result. You don't want any excuses. He give you the latitude. He give you all what it takes to achieve results. It's quite unfortunate he's exiting at the time that we did it. It's really, really quite unfortunate. He have set the standard. He have made this department, all of us as one family. He attends to problems that officials are not official. And he carry all of us, regardless of where he is. He's a goalkeeper. Obviously, we are going to this game. I know. Even he's going on retirement, but he's not tired. I know. And I believe this is the new phase of his life, the new beginning of his life. And I wish him the best and success in whatever field he chooses to.
My good news message is towards Engr.Felix Nwankwo, whom I've got to know over just about 1 year. I became under secretary on the 13th of September, and I got to know him just about that time. And what struck me was his smartness, his intelligence, his strength, his knowledgeability in what he did. And we became friends. But like they say, everything that has a beginning always has an end in the career, in the civil service and everywhere else. And so it's It's sad to have him go, but it's time to end the service is now. But we know that he's just retired, he's not tired. And so we wish our dear friend, Engineer Felix, the very, very best in life, and especially in the path he's going to do going forward. We know he's going to go places because he's young, he's smart, like we said, he's still very energetic. So we wish him the very best. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I will describe Engineer Nwankwo in 2 or 3 ways. One, is a professional engineer. 2, is a dedicated civil servant. Number 3, is a manager of human beings. He is retiring today as an accomplished civil servant who, in the course of his journey, assisted many people that come across his way, regardless of tribe, regardless of religion or culture. He is a detribalized Nigerian. He is the kind of person Nigeria needs for higher responsibilities. I wish him all the best. Thank you.
Engr.Felix Nwankwo, fellow Nigerian Society of Engineers, is a very wonderful person. He's been around for quite some time. We started working closely together about a year ago when I was posted to this department, facility maintenance and management. He's a friend, a brother, and a boss. He lives by his principle and let other people live. He doesn't interfere with any other person's job. He allows things to go on very freely without any hindrance. He's a very jolly good fellow and a very nice person to work with. He's still with us while he's retiring. I wish him all the best in life. He's a very wonderful fellow that one we greatly miss.
Enr.Felix Obiora is a good friend. We have known ourselves for more than 30 years. So I'm happy that he has tried for this FCDA. So the message I have is that as he goes, let him be mindful of himself. Let him be hardworking as he has been in FCDA.
His vision of engineering jobs for engineers remains a rallying cry for the profession, embodying the principles of integrity, professionalism, and unwavering commitment to national development. On this momentous occasion, we celebrate not just a career, but a life of service, excellence, and unyielding dedication. Enr.Felix Obiora, Nwankwo, Fnse, leaves behind a blueprint for future generations of engineers to emulate. A blueprint of vision, hard work, and a passion for creating lasting impact. Thank you, Enr.Felix, for your extraordinary service. May your retirement be filled with joy, fulfillment, and the knowledge that your contributions have built more than infrastructure. They have built a legacy. We cannot end this documentary without mentioning the Nebo community of Anambra State, where he is a son of the soil and led the Nebo town, Abuja branch as the chairman from 1999 to 2003. Nebo community is well represented here today by eminent sons and daughters who are here to felicitate with their eminent and illustrious son, Enr.Felix Obiora. Worthy of mention is Chief Sir Engineer Christian O.N. Okoye, Fnse, KSC, Mili Nezo Laura Nebo, a 84-year-old retired electrical engineer from the Federal Capital Development Authority, Abuja, and presently the CEO of Con Engineering Co. Nigeria Limited, an uncle to engineer Felix Obiora Nwankwo, Fnse, who sent young Felix to the Philippines to study engineering in the 1980s. Sons and daughters of Nebo community in Anambra State have these to say about their son, whom they describe as a man of the people.
Enr.Felix Right from when we were young, I started calling him Big Man. That is when we were new in the civil service as young engineers. He is a very forthright person. He doesn't hide his feelings on any matter. It doesn't matter whose ox is gored. He's always speaking his mind. He says it as it is. And that has helped him. And I really want to thank God for helping him through his career as a civil engineer and as a professional in the Federal Civil Service of the Federal Capital Development Authority.
Engr.Felix Obiora Nwankwo is our brother. We hail from Onibo. He's a well-known person in Onibo, and he's a friend of the youth. And he believes in the empowerment of the youth. He has been of a great assistance to Onibo in so many ways, giving his professional advice on so many things. We want to appreciate him, we want to congratulate him as he retired from civil service. And now that he retired, our God will continue to be with him. He will be retired but not tired. We pray that God will continue to bless him and bless his family and make his retirement a memorable one.
Congratulations, Engineer Felix Obiora, Nwankwo, Fnse, Nze. We encourage you to remain the focused and strict disciplinarian that you are. Your professional conduct in engineering will remain a case study in training. A new generation of young engineers and other professionals who are not carried away by material things and fantasies. We all wish you many healthy and happy years ahead. Thanks everyone for listening.
Of attending and being part of this epoch-making event. My prayer is that all of us will have something to celebrate in our lives. In Jesus' name. For NSA, I'm an engineer in all the geopolitical zones. I want to thank them for being with us and accepting me and being with all we are doing. And some who have shown interest to come, I'm so grateful. I want to say that I'll have more time to participate in engineering affairs. And NAC is my body. It's a body I'm in love with. I love everything in Nigeria Society of Engineers. It's a training ground. And we all started like me. It's a journey I started in 1992. As I'm saying, I've not missed an NAC AGM from 1992 up to today. And I promise that I'll continue to be a dedicated member, the fellow of the society, and I'll continue to be a dedicated fellow of this society. I want to thank them for the honor and for the privilege of being their member. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I got what I want today.
I have to pick myself back up, and when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.